This is also very important.
Yeah, this is very important. Last year they asked the glucose level. Maybe this year, let's see if they know the negative feedback mechanism between the pituitary gland and the thyroid.
You know the thyroid gland secretes thyroxine. Thyroxine controls body metabolism, amongst other things. And if there is too little thyroxine in the body, the pituitary gland will be stimulated to secrete TSH. That will stimulate the thyroid to secrete thyroxine. Metabolic rate will increase. Now, the high concentration, if it becomes too high, there will be negative feedback system that will inhibit the pituitary gland, less TSH, less stimulation of the thyroid, less thyroxine, metabolic rate decreases. And Colin, although the thermoregulation is not part of our brief for today, this part about the TSH, I think, is very important if we talk about temperature control, for instance. So our learners just have a look. Thyroxine also plays a role in temperature control. So we know what happens, but make sure that you are able to do this with relation to temperature control. Okay, then when we get back to this slide, I think that's important that you go through this with them, and our learners must please pay attention now.
Yeah, I thought it was quite important that we tell them that there's a general sequence of events when we talk about negative feedback. So if you can just have the slide there are 7 steps that we have there. First of all, the body detects the imbalance. Now you know homeostasis is out of bounds. So then the control center, depending on which part of the body there's an imbalance in, is stimulated. And that control center responds either by inhibiting or stimulating, or being stimulated to secrete more. And this message is then sent to a target organ. So it works in another part of the body, and that target or target organ responds by either lowering or increasing that specific hormone. And this, you see, is then how balance is restored again.
I think this is an excellent way that you've put it out in steps here. And our learners must know these steps. I'm going to answer 1 or 2 questions. Can we please get the slide back so that I think some of our learners would like to go through it again. Questions here, Colin. What is TSH? It's the thyroid stimulating hormone. The pituitary is the master gland because it secretes so many different hormones with so many functions. And yes, as we've said, you have to know all the hormones secreted by the various glands. And you go back to your textbook and see what's happening there.
And I think the reason why they're asking these questions, maybe they haven't done the endocrine system yet. So you will get to that very soon, and you can take this DVD then and watch it over and over again. Yeah.